So today we'll be discussing about travel to Bhutan from India in the month of December 2024. What you should be expecting in terms of the weather, temperature, road condition, what kind of crowd you'll be expecting, and whether it's a good time overall to be visiting Bhutan in the month of December 2024. So starting off with the weather, it's winter in the Himalayas and Bhutan is a Himalayan country, so expect the daytime temperature to be anywhere between 10 to 15 degrees, with the highest being 18 and the lowest in the daytime being as low as even 8 degrees. But the night temperature is when it can go below freezing point, and by this I mean it can touch even minus 5 degrees in certain places at higher altitudes. So keep in mind, when you're traveling to Bhutan in December, it might not snow, but it is definitely going to be extremely cold. So when you're packing your clothing, make sure that you pack at least a couple of jackets. If you plan on buying a jacket in Bhutan, then still carry two, because you never know how cold it's going to be till you decide on which jacket you like to buy. Carrying thermals is a lifesaver in Bhutan during the month of December, and it's important to have very good shoe pairs, because carrying good shoes is important, because when you're traveling to Dochula Pass, it can be covered in snow and it could be slippery, and having bad shoe pairs can result in bone breaking and even more serious injuries if you slip and fall in snow. Now when it comes to the crowd, December is usually off season in Bhutan, so unless and until you're going during Christmas and New Year's, which is roughly around the peak season in December month of Bhutan, the rest of the month it's a relatively low downtime season, so you won't get a lot of crowd. So whichever monuments you're visiting, be it the Zongs or even the rest of the places in Thimphu, Punakha or Paro, it's not really going to be extremely crowded. Other than this, December, the roads are extremely well made all over Bhutan, so no matter where you're traveling to, there are flawless roads, so the road condition is not going to be a problem. And Bhutan has their guide and their local vehicles which take you around the country, so those local experts are the best to navigate through the weather and the road conditions. But regardless of what, the road condition in Bhutan will never be a problem when you're traveling in the month of December or any other month. Now when it comes to accommodation and food options, December, unlike any other place, there is no downtime in Bhutan, because all these restaurants and hotels are open throughout the year, since they are run by local Bhutanese people. So when you're going to Bhutan in December, you're going to get the same experience, in fact a better experience than the rest of the months, because the crowd is low, the weather is brilliant, and overall it's the end of the year, everybody's in a festive mood. Planning a trip to Bhutan, just make sure that you book your flights in advance, since the flights to Bagdogra could get really expensive the later you book. Overall, the best time to visit Bhutan in the month of December would be the first couple of weeks, because that is when the place is at its absolute best in terms of crowd. There's not going to be any kind of overcrowding in the restaurants, even for the trek to Tiger's Monastery. So plan your trip well, and keep in mind that you need a minimum of 7 days to 6 nights, 7 days to experience and see everything that is needed to be seen in Bhutan. Other than this, carry good warm clothes, carry your sunglasses, because the sun can be extremely harsh over there, and carrying gloves are important, since that's where you feel the coldest. Over and above this, Bhutan in December has no flaws of its own. It's a very safe and good time to be visiting Bhutan. So this is what we have as advice for travel to Bhutan. If you have any queries or doubts, you can leave a comment in the comment section and we will get back to you. Till then, stay safe, stay happy.